Feeling invisible as a caregiver, here's how to reclaim your identity. I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, caregiver advocate, and founder of Life Care Leadership. This podcast is for professionals who are doing the impossible. They're balancing work, life, and care. Whether you're a caregiver yourself or a leader supporting a team that includes caregivers, this space is for you. Each week, we unpack real strategies, leadership insights, and mindset shifts to help you thrive, not just survive, in the age of caregiving. Let's get into it. Welcome to episode 4, Feeling Invisible as a Caregiver. Here's how to reclaim your identity. Today's episode is for anyone who has ever said, even silently, I don't feel like myself anymore. It's one of the most painful parts of caregiving that we don't talk about enough. You're doing the right things, you're showing up, you're holding it all together, but somewhere along the way, you've disappeared from your own story. And if that resonates, let me start with this. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not alone. You're someone who has stepped into a role that reshapes your time, your energy, your identity. But that role doesn't have to erase you. Today's question is this. I feel like I've disappeared in this caregiving role. How do I get myself back? Let's walk through this together. Here's what I see again and again, especially among high achieving women who are also caregiving for a loved one at home. They start caregiving because they love someone. They take on more and more because nobody else will. And little by little, the things that once gave them joy, the routines that once grounded them, the goals they were working toward start to fade. Until eventually they look up one day and say, who am I right now? They're not doing the creative work that they used to love. They're too tired for date nights or workouts or book clubs. Their name on the paper still says manager or leader, but inside, they feel like they're barely holding the pieces. If that's where you are, you're not alone and you're not stuck. There is a path back to you, and it starts with one step. Step 1, lead yourself well. This is the first principle in the Confident Caregiver Framework. It's all about reclaiming the leadership of your own life. Now I know, lead yourself, it sounds a little abstract. Let's make it real. I want you to do something radical today. Pause just for 60 seconds. Close your eyes. Take a breath. And ask yourself this. What do I miss most about the person I was before caregiving began? What's something I used to do regularly that made me feel whole? What have I been ignoring that actually matters to me? And your answers might surprise you. For some, it's reading. For others, it's music, movement, prayer, creativity. For many, it's simply quiet, time, thoughts. This pause isn't a luxury. It's a leadership act because until you acknowledge your needs, you can't begin to honor them. Step 2 is to reclaim your roles. Caregiving is one role, but it's not your only one. You're also a professional, a parent, a friend, a partner, a daughter, a human being. And sometimes the overwhelm comes from collapsing everything into the identity of a caregiver and forgetting that your worth is not measured by how much you sacrifice. Grab a notebook or your phone, list your other roles. Ask yourself, which of these roles have I neglected lately? Which one do I want to reconnect with first? Then take one small action toward it this week, even if it's just 5 minutes, even if no one else sees it. It's not about performance, it's about presence. Step 3, anchor in one small thing that's just for you. Think of something small, repeatable, but that's restorative, something that connects you back to yourself. It could be during your morning coffee, drinking that in silence, not answering emails, listening to music from that season of your life that felt most you. writing in a journal, even one sentence a day, walking without your phone, saying no to something that drains you. This is what I call micro restoration. It's not a vacation, it's a moment. But these moments create momentum. And when you string those moments together, you begin to remember that I'm still here. I never fully left. I just needed some space to return. When my clients start leading themselves well again, I can see that shift in their faces. They stand taller, they speak with more clarity, they stop apologizing for having needs, and they begin to show up, not just for others, but for themselves. And that's what happens when you stop disappearing and start reappearing, not as who you were, but as who you are becoming, stronger, deeper, wiser. If this spoke to you, then I want to invite you to take the next step in reclaiming yourself. Join my free workshop, From Caregiver to Care Leader. We're going to go deeper into this topic, and I'll help you create a mini action plan to reconnect with yourself in the middle of caregiving chaos. Check out my coaching program, Thrive and Lead. It's where strategy meets soul, and we build systems that support your life, not just your list. Or grab my book, Life After Caregiving. If you've been a caregiver in the past, this is a 28-day reflection for healing and rediscovery. And if you're at the end of a caregiving journey and you're wondering, now what? You're going to find this book to be helpful. You'll find all the links at lifecareleadership.com or in the description below. Remember, you're not invisible. You're not just a helper. You're a whole human being with purpose and power and the permission to live fully. Thanks for spending this time with me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's feeling lost. Come back next week for another podcast. Remember, you've got this, and I've got you.